So much love in Michigan, guys. So much love. This, and we really want to. There's a lot of very important things that we want to talk about.
Love you back. Thank you all so much.
So there are a tremendous amount of Republicans in the crowd right now, and you are both giving so much love to two former Democrats, very staunch lifelong Democrats, who have been able to look at the state of the world and the state of their former party and recognize that there's a lot of fallacy and all of that, and that there's one way to go, and that's why we're here right now. So I think I'd like to start with, what has that been like for you guys, and why, being lifelong Democrats and standing for the things that you've stood for, what has compelled you to now jump into and endorse President Trump in what this presidency will be?
I mean, should I start? Okay.
What a gentleman, huh?
You go, Robert, you go. It was a very, very tough evolution. My family came over in 1848 during the potato famine, and the Democratic Party met them on the dock in Boston when they had no money, and no job, and no home, and it got them those. And my family has been in the Democratic Party ever since. People generally know the history of my family. And leaving that party was heartbreaking for me. But the party that I grew up with, the party of John F. Kennedy and Robert Kennedy, doesn't exist anymore. In fact, there's been a complete inversion. The party that I grew up with was the party of peace. My father ran for president against the Vietnam War. President Kennedy never sent a combat troop abroad to die during his administration. He told his best friend, the primary job of a president of the United States is to keep the country out of war. Today, the Democratic Party is the party of war, and the Republican Party is the party of peace. And you guys, I was so proud of President Trump this week when he did that press conference with Zelensky. And a week before, you had all the Democrats signing artillery shells that are going to hit women and children, and they're counting, and that we've spent $208 billion. We sent them another $8 billion this week. $5 billion would purchase a nice home for every homeless veteran in America.
Amen.
The reason that I ran for Congress was largely motivated by the experiences that I had had as a soldier deployed to the Middle East. I was in a medical unit serving in Iraq in 2005. And it was there that I was, first of all, it changed my life. It changed my worldview because I experienced firsthand and saw firsthand the cost of war and who pays the price. I saw exactly, the American people. I saw firsthand the war profiteering that goes on by the military-industrial complex firsthand. Who here has heard of Halliburton? Who here knows how closely associated Dick Cheney is to Halliburton? In our camp in Iraq, we're about 50 miles north of Baghdad. Every single thing from porta potties to trash cans, guess what branded label was on there? KBR Halliburton. I used to, we made friends. We had a unit of soldiers from across Hawaii and the Pacific, and You know, we bring our aloha with us everywhere, and so we made a lot of friends with the workers, the contractors who were hired to work on those camps and these different jobs, the drivers, the people who picked up the trash and so forth. And on the weekends would have little cookouts in the back of our tents with them. And we asked them, how much are you making? And very often what we found was they were making like subpar wages, $500 a month, people who came from the Philippines, Sri Lanka, Nepal, all of these other countries, making $500 a month, working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Unbelievable.
And when you take how much they are getting paid with the hundreds of billions of dollars that we know companies like KBR Halliburton were making, it was absolutely disgusting.